Viaduct Minor Tower. I know what that word means. Don't quiz me. Hit. I'm bringing the fire type weapon into the nature type zone. That means I'll have an elemental advantage. Let's get rid of that little thing. So slowly it fades away. Oh, you can mount up here. You almost forget about the mount when you're denied it for an entire zone. I guess I'll go left first, because this should all be kind of a dead end, because I've already been down here, I think. At least I think that's where the one portal took me. Is that still the only portal we've found? I think it might be. Well, that wasn't very patriotic. Oop. The way it transitions from rocks to wall. Reinforcing, like, this is just some kind of, like, specifically, like, artificial terrace. I do still need to go back down there and fight that guy. I put it off for a while. Probably don't need to, it's just he probably drops another flask piece. That's probably one I'll never use, because most loot doesn't really end up being useful most of the time. That was the one that kept spamming the ranged attack when I was close to him, so I'm like, ugh, I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm too annoyed by this. Yeah, at first you wouldn't question it, because this whole game's full of all sorts of That's an elevator. This game's already full of so much verticality that you wouldn't really question ridges and whatnot, but you get to the edges of that and you're like, no, this is all artificial. Someone went and built this place. This guy's just lazing about being a weird hamster troll, man. I gotta come in and be a dick about it. That was like a weird little tunnel. Oh, this place is crowded. Oh, wee. Seems like it's just a dead end. I feel like that was basically like an unusually shallow elevator by this game's standards. Is that another hippo? Oh, it's here. Okay, I haven't been there yet. It was here. Another hippo is good news. They seem to reliably drop shadow tree fragments. I'm getting so many fragments lately. This particular zone just feels so dense with them. Even when you ignore the place that just gave me like 6. Yeah, there's the guy in the middle of the lake that I fought before. It's probably hilariously easier now. I feel like that would have been in like part 5 or something, and we're probably now in like part 16 maybe? It's really, we've been playing for like 3 times as long, I think. Greetings! Okay. Big golf swing was unsuccessful. Just gotta swing a little faster instead of doing heavies. Also hit, but they attack. Pro tip, land your hits instead of missing your hits. A lot of people forget to do that. Hit the enemy with your weapon. Big swing. Gah. How did I do that much damage? I actually don't understand what happened there. Did I hit him with the beginning of it? He took a hit in the middle of my charge up, which didn't make any sense to me. I don't know what that meant. I don't understand what's happening. Yeah. How many of these do we have right now? Got a few things I forgot about. Rain of Fire. Incantation of Salsa, the Sage of the Fire Knights. Summons a cloud of flame overhead that rains fire for a short time. Charging increases potency. Salza's disdain for barbarism never waned, even as he burned more villages and scorched more land than any other. Salza's hood. A prodigious amount of cloth wound around it, giving the impression of a greatly swollen head. Wearing it increases intelligence, because it makes your head big. A discipline of the elder Wigo. Refused to burn down an old ruin at the risk of his own life. Oh, he refused to burn a place down. That's kind of neat. Let's see. I gotta send a message to Ka. Go. Playing games. Season 3, Session 02. That's a hard sentence to comprehend a little bit, but I won't explain it. Okay. So there's the guy. I've definitely been there before. I did get sent here in the middle of the day, which was rather scenic, and I realized could have not been the case, because you could just be sent here at night. Kind of a little surprised how often I somehow forget this game has a day-night cycle. It's literally happening all the time whenever you rest. I don't think about it very much. I get across here. I think I want to just go back up. I can hop down to the platform that we kind of skipped past. No, I only had one, right? Yeah, I've only got one now. I imagine the game might cap out at 20 fragments, or 20 levels, because that's just like a nice round number. Not that they have a particular tendency to pick really round numbers that make a lot of sense. Like your flasks in this game cap out at 14, which is a weird number. It's hard to exactly explain how weird that is, but it's a weird number. 15 is kind of a landmark, so is 10. But I also feel like of all the numbers between 15 and 10, and let me know if this is right to you or not, but just intuitively, 12 is the best number, right? That's like a satisfying number. That's a number that makes sense for some reason. I think it's because it's divisible by so many things. It's divisible by 2, 3, 4, and 6. So it just kind of feels like it's a multiplicative landmark for so many reasons. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. Okay. Let's check out the little plateau a little bit more first before I go in there, but that's clearly a thing I need to check out. This zone looks like it's surprisingly dense, which is interesting because like a lot of these zones in this game are surprisingly undense, unless I'm just missing everything, but I feel like I'm not. Ah! Like for how long it took me to get to the fire plateau, or the red flower plateau, it was surprising that there was just nothing there. Not really. There was like a couple of mini bosses and some items a little bit, but like there was barely even like caves. And there wasn't like a dense verticality to it. The blue zone was kind of similar. The base of the shadow tree was similar. The place where I just fought that other guy was similar. The boar guy. Radon's sibling, I think. It has the one boss, then a little shack with one unique-ish enemy, and then at the end is the... Oop, there's a Grace, and a Miquella steak. Like, that area was so... Oh no, not one of you! The place was so condensed to just be the one thing it was. It had the boss and the shadow tree cusp. Ooh, I got a fragment. The big cup, which is neat, but you're like, oh, that's it. If you beat the boss in your first try, you're in and out of that entire zone in like 5 minutes, which just comes as a surprise. Ow! That's not what I meant to do, but now I'm down here. Ow! Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Alright, let's hope I don't die. Oh, there's a ledge over here. Please die of fall damage. Dick. He's still coming, isn't he? Okay, so this thing's a jumpy jump. Which means if I take it, he can't follow me probably, because he's a dumbass. Haha, he fell in the hole. I hope you don't jump right back out. Is this where I started, or am I down one? No, I'm at the top. Alright, I wasn't quite ready to fall down there. That was a mistake. Still got some poking around to do, but let's keep that place in mind. It's also funny to me that I saw the wind and I immediately thought about it in terms of, like, funny, I immediately thought of it as, like, a funny Zelda dungeon thing. Like, wow, wind. If I pull out my glider, I'll be able to... It's like, no, it's a fucking spirit spring. It just looks weird when it's in a desert temple. You're like, like, what's happening here? Do I need a dungeon item? I would love a Dark Souls that was a Zelda, just like how I would love a Zelda that was a Dark Souls. Some people think that Breath of the Wild is like Dark Souls, kind of, and I don't really agree with that. There is a strange, desperate playfulness to it, especially the first game, because you had the infinitely generating bombs, and having all those bombs and running around with them, while doing a bunch of like environmental and physical interactions with your enemies and so on. It all felt goofy in a way that's similar to when I run around like a lunatic in these maps, and that's like a type of franticness that doesn't come up a lot in other games. It's funny to me that the horse still works in here. Snails. Oh right, the main game had snails too. I remember the snails. Crystal snails usually. I feel like they were crystal snails, right? They weren't normal snails. I feel like this is the first... Okay, normal might be pressing it. They're like snake snails, but anyway. I feel like these might not have been the first game. Another spirit spring, which means I can jump down safely. But am I done here yet? Like, I desperately, especially, and this might even be more true because of the fact that Nintendo keeps not making one themselves, but like, I desperately want FromSoftware, maybe as like one of their next side projects, akin to like Bloodborne or Sekiro. Like Sekiro in particular, it's hard. It feels weird to call it because it was such a robust game, but it's like it's like a little side project compared to these Elden Ring games. I'm desperately hoping that they will alternate between a game like Sekiro and then a game like Elden Ring, and then not just start making Elden Ring sequels forever, exclusively, because like this makes so much money compared to everything else they've made that the incentive is for them to keep making this, which is a bummer because I like this, but this is one of my least favorite things that they make. Not the least favorite. I mean, I did not like Armored Core 6 that much. I can't like even complain that specifically about stuff. I'm just not into it, honestly. Like, you can have it, it's fine. But I would fucking love it so much if one of their projects was to make a Zelda. Not like an official Zelda, but like a Zelda, you know? It'd be fun to have their combat sensibilities and their level design all wrapped up in the idea of like Zelda dungeons, like getting a dungeon item and having to solve puzzles and like unpack this big dense interconnected level. Can I not open this door? Not even interact with it compared to the last one, but there's no message saying I can't either. Oh, here we are. And it is partly because I'm like, this is how you mix my favorite things together into one big melange of the things I like. But it would also just be fun to have like a somewhat relaxed FromSoftware game that's all about exploration and puzzle solving and playing around in their world. Instead of the intense try-harditude of it all. It'd be fun. In particular because, like, I feel like akin to a game like Tunic, I feel like they'd really put their own spin on it and do something weird with it, and that'd be a lot of fun. Because I don't want them to just make an unofficial Zelda game to fill the hole in my heart of Nintendo refusing to make a single one since Skyward Sword. Like, that's not entirely true. They've made a few, like one or two 2D ones. Then the Zelda one where you play as Zelda is going to be coming next. But the 3D Zeldas have been dead since Breath of the Wild. Depending on your definition, obviously, because it is a... Breath of the Wild is a 3D one. But it's also not. It's so far off. I kind of feel like I experienced Breath of the Wild the best way, which is that I wasn't a Zelda fan yet. It kind of made me one, because I then checked out the other games afterwards. There's a lot going on in this temple, and I'm not entirely sure how it's all shaped. So there's like 3 places to hop down so far. There's also a place going up over here. I feel like I should check that out, because there might be a spirit spring that I can light, but not rest at, to not reset things. God, these guys are becoming common. But it'd be so fun to have a game that's Zelda-ish by FromSoftware, but also does their shit. Like, they're more interesting in combat, because Zelda isn't amazing at combat. In some ways, Skyward Sword was their attempt at making their most complex and dynamic combat, but it was also like full of horrible ideas. Like the boss of the first major temple, the best way to fight him is to actively reject the sword fantasy that you're holding a sword. Like, because you're supposed to point the sword in a specific direction. Not a specific, any direction. You're supposed to point the sword in one direction to lure him into thinking you're going to attack from that direction, and then you're supposed to feint and attack him from a different angle. The problem being that if you quickly move the sword to a different angle to then swing from, the motion of trying to move your sword to that direction makes your sword swing if you go too fast. But if you go too slow, then he just tracks you to the new direction. So it's very difficult to actually do the feint if you are treating your weapon like a sword, which is the entire point of having motion controls, where you're holding the Wiimote and swinging it, is supposed to be the fantasy that you're swinging an actual sword, except without all the weight and also murder and whatnot. But like, it's supposed to, the whole point. And weirdly, people have argued against me with this, but no, obviously the whole point of you swinging the Wiimote is to vaguely simulate the idea that you are Link and you're swinging the sword. You really feel like Spider-Man. Ow. So but because the motions are so iffy for doing the feint, the smart thing to do is to point your sword in one direction and then flick your sword in the same direction with the wrist. You use your wrist, so you'll point the sword to your top right, and then you'll flick your sword to the top right without having ever moved your arm in any other direction to actually perform a feint. But if you flick your sword to the top right while already pointing to the top right, that little flick technically makes your sword point to the bottom left, then to the top right really quickly, which means it's specifically it's like you skip having to point it down to the bottom left at all, but because you did flick it to the top right quickly, even though it was already pointing that direction, the game has to interpret it as you lowering the sword all the way to the bottom left, then quickly striking diagonally all the way to the top right. So you successfully perform the feint without in any way recreating the motion that you would do to recreate the feint. And that is 1000% more effective than actually trying to get the motion controls to interpret a feint correctly. And immediately the entire, like, fantasy breaks down. And that's iffy. Breath of the Wild combat was weird because, like, on one hand, I think for a huge percentage of players, it just turns into attacking things like normal and spamming the dodge backflip that lets you do a fury rush, a rush flurry or whatever it's called, to capitalize on the fact that you dodged one thing very well. And that does so much damage that that's just like what you just repeat over and over again. So I don't think there's anything else around here. Oh, red bear. Small one, though. But then for other players... Oh, this might be a thing. For other players, combat in Breath of the Wild is insane because it turns into, like, one of those, like... Hello. It starts turning into, like, one of those, like, pro Metal Gear Solid 3 player or Metal Gear Solid 5 player videos you see online where someone just is just doing insane levels of bizarre interactions and micro and strange NPC behaviors and so on, that like they just start pulling off increasingly insane things. But it's also stuff that it doesn't feel like you'd ever do in your first playthrough. But like we've all seen viral videos on... What is this door? We've all seen the viral videos online in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and like the insane chain reactions of weird things people do, even without the building mechanics that they introduced in Tears of the Kingdom. Just the weird interactions their stuff can do. Is there a way back out of here? Ah, it's an illusory wall. Back into here. Welcome back to the upsetting cave. Alright, well. This one looks too dangerous to hop down, maybe? I'm not sure. Ah! Okay, that was extremely borderline, yeah. I was close to death. Oh, I'm back at the snails. Okay, let's hop in the snail hole. Ugh. This area's full of fly people, but they're laying on their backs like they're dead. They're playing dead like the way insects do. I mean, insects don't play dead. I mean, maybe they do. But I'm saying they're playing dead, but they're playing dead like how an insect would be dead instead of how a person would be dead. Upside down with their limbs in the air. It's so weird. Ow-wee. It's feeling increasingly weird that I have my horse in here. Saving me time. It's so hard to swing my weapon at anyone without stopping. Big slow swing. Ah! No casting. Caster, no casting. Wow, they took a hit. Bye-bye. Bye, Rune. So this lets out into the open air. Hello. Where am I? I think this might be one of the plateaus I was considering hopping down to. Rau Burrow. Rau. This little plateau is the Rau Plateau. Where you go, Rau. Rau. The dry leaf whirlwind. Oh, here's the Miquella thingy. Erdtree fragment. And a grace. This one seems very close to the previous one, right? Yeah, I guess you have to hop down to get here, though. Yep, this one was taunting me since the beginning of the game, basically. Oh. I think I could see the edges of this grace over the cliff when I was over here. Or one that was like along that bridge, maybe? This is interesting because that's way the fuck up there. So like there's still a question of how to get up there. This is a question of how to get there, even. Like, was that? Bird up there. It's probably a level up there, right? Have I been to that ledge? I might have actually been there already. That might have been where I was being attacked by, that might be where I was being attacked by the first circlet monster thing. What are they called? Whatever. Do I have enough to level again, or do you need 4? Message left for the author's compatriots. Message left by Dry Leaf Dane, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Miquella's trail. We found the sealing tree just ahead. But if we are to burn it, we need the proper kindling, that of Sir Mesmer. A sealing tree? What does that mean? I abandon here the last of the flesh of my body. The last of it? So here Miquella was out of body somehow? Sounds like an out-of-body experience. The end. End of joke. I give it. I quit. Nope. It still only costs 3 to get to level 17. Okay. Wasn't sure if they'd start costing 4. They might still. Okay, so I need to go back in that cave because I think I still have more to do in there. Does this guy have a shark head? Nope, not really. Ah! Owie! Not my horsey. The multi-hit. Oh, he's got. What the fuck? What the fuck? He's a tar. What the fuck? Oh my god. Marry me. No, ow, ow, ow. Stop it. No. Ow. Nope. Uh-oh. Don't like that. Oh, it's a whole spell. This guy's got moves. He's got tricks. You need to chill. That wasn't very honorable of me, but it feels cool to be the guy who gets to just be the asshole with the sword for once. Or the asshole on a horse that just won't get off. Crucible Hammerhelm. Helm worn by Devonia, longest serving of the Crucible Knights. Holds the power of the Crucible of Life, the primordial form of the Erdtree, strengthens aspects of the Crucible incantations. It said Devonia quested in search of the Crucible's origin and departed from the lands of the Erdtree alone. Devonia's hammer. Weapon forged of primordial gold, marked by its reddish hue and inhabited by ancient holiness. A torrent of life engraved upon its striking face. Using the power of the Crucible vortex, violently spin the hammer around and slam the ground, causing a shockwave. The skin can be charged to increase its power. You don't get the tar ability. They don't give it to you. I want a TF. Dryleaf Whirlwind represents the pinnacle of Dane's footwork-based martial artistry. Rise into the air with a series of spinning kicks before crashing down with one final strike. Imbues kicking attacks with energy, increasing their range. Sprite Stone. Fine Crucible Feather Talisman. Talisman fashioned from thin feathers that embody the aspects of various creatures, said to have grown on the human body long ago. Improves backsteps but increases damage taken at all times. Hornsent view the Crucible as sacred for the refinement wrought through its evolutionary gifts, most prominently their tangled horns. The Bond Stone. A large burrow stone that looks like a sperm. That's a sperm. Studded with perfectly white gem, said to be polished form of a special kind of crystal. It's a crystal you get from polishing, huh? A ritual implement made to control explosions of spiritual power, used to cause a spiritual explosion, consuming the sprite dwelling within Sprite Stone. Bonds with the sprites were made to be broken. That's a little upsetting sounding. These bonds were made to be broken. Alright, let's go back in there again, because I still think there's more. One of the things being the question of this big place up here. That sure looks like a flat area that where you probably fight up some kind of boss. It has to be accessed somewhere. So you would think there'd be like a place to climb higher or something. I don't think I went this way. But there may not be really anywhere to go. Sparkling vase. Is this the one I came down originally? Yeah. I think that was originally a Shadow Tree guy, and I guess he respawns. I didn't think that the ones with rewards would respawn. Yeah, this is the 3 windows that's above the Grace. We're fine. I don't have a great mental map of this place. Ow. Am I the baddie? Let's see, what if I just keep trying to go up? Will that pan out? Oh, that's this place here. So I'm not even as high as that area yet, the place above that. Oh, but I think I might have gone up here to get there. Which itself, I think, was just like the starting height still. Yeah, so you climb up and out, and then you're here. Which I think itself might have still been, like, below the starting zone. And we're around there. There's the starting spot. That went around to the weird ruin. So unless you can climb these weird roots up, there's not much suggestion of how you'd get up there. Tree. Hole in that ceiling up there. It is still too high. I don't think this is how we get there. Good. Let us do a lap around this floor just to be sure. Oh. I got a bit startled by those spellcasters and wondered if I ever actually went the way they were in. This is the drop that looks like it'll kill you. But I think I might have already done it. Yep. It's the borderline drop that makes me nervous. Okay, so I think I've been basically everywhere. Let's just find any exit and move on. Pretty much have to find an exit because, here we go. Gotta find an exit because there's just too many enemies. It would take ages to try to leave combat from in here. And I'm back at the Miquella cross. So it sounds like that was the original, or like the longest, or I guess the eldest of all the Crucible Knights. And I killed them. They're gone now. Bye-bye. The peak Crucible still wasn't that cool, or that strong. Actually, it's a little surprising you'd fight like the ultimate Crucible Knight, and they aren't even a boss fight. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. That looks bad. Uh-huh. I guess I'll die. Alright, well that's one way to burn through all my flasks real fast. Fucking flame vortex. I get down? Okay. Who taught you that move? I hate it. Stop, drop, and roll. I would like to find a... Wee! Oh. Wee! I hate these. They're especially goofy because, like, the thing that unlocks them is often so nearby. Did I already see it up there? I thought I saw something glittering up top. Did he just walk over here and then dematerialize? Let's see. I would like to find a grace that's on the side of the bridge. Before I fight him. I don't think I'm making that jump. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! No! No! Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that still did so much damage. Okay, fuck it. I guess we're jumping. Okay, we made it. Oh god, evil flowers. Are you guarding this time? Crucible bloom. I forgot they fly. Oh, I hate it. I hate them so much. With my whole heart. Is this one even a thing? Kind of buds? They seem to have blood inside. They splort everywhere when you hit them. They're back on their webs. I forgot about the webs. I haven't seen that since the first level, I think. Oh, they're awful. They're awful creatures. Does any of this lead anywhere? Is this whole back end just a weird, upsetting spider zone with no items and no doors to go anywhere? It's like not on the way to anything? Really? I feel like I've got to be missing something. Not gonna get over there from here. Wait, is that an elevator? Oh. Oh. That was a little harder to spot. Does this hurt people? It does. Okay, the dragging hurts people. That's why I did damage to that one guy. Revered Spirit Ash. I feel like my summons have fallen behind a lot. Although maybe they only hit level 10 or something. Maybe they don't go as high. I don't remember what level they are. I just feel like it's been way lower than my other ones. What was that? You're rawring at me? Rawr. Okay. So in this case, the Spirit Spring is a shortcut, so you need to get upstairs first and earn that, and then you probably find the spot and break it up here. And then you can go back down more safely. Oh, here's a ridge for fighting this guy. Of course, until I actually find the Spirit Spring, it's just guessing that that's how they did. I'll check that area out in a minute. I think the Spirit Spring rock might be on the other side. Would like to unlock it so that I can skip back up here. This mechanic doesn't come up a ton, so I don't have a great mental image of what the thing looks like. I think it's just like a cairn, right? Might glow a little or something. Upsetting fire monster is still angry at me. Nope, 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 nope. Sneaky item. But yeah, the Elden Ring has now made it canon that the ultimate transcendence of being the senior Omega cool boy Crucible Knight is that you turn into a centaur. Specifically like a cool like panther tar or something. It looked like a cat. Which might be the furriest thing that's happened so far in this game that has Blythe in it. I thought we were friends. Oh wait, no, I fought a whole zone of you guys being assholes. Man, I hate the spell that you guys have. Uh-oh. It's one of the most evilest spells they've ever made because in places like this you just want to run around and grab all the loot and you're often on horseback. You're like, yeah! And then they're all like, what if I had an infinite homing nightmare spell? And you're like, no. What do you mean you have a basically undodgeable spell that's gonna obliterate me? I just want all the loot and then to leave. That was a weird one. No. But fighting every single one of you will take so long. What? Hi. That's old school Dark Souls. And his AI doesn't want to cross this hole. Necessary item required. Raise the stone sheath sword to the light. It's the Sword of Light. Oh. I guess you do get to unsheath it. Now it's a holy sword. Straight sword. The sword of light pulled from its stone scabbard at an altar. From the quick of the root, unswerving rays of light intersect and reflect to give the silver blade form. Unique skill. Light. Unleashes light carved in the armament's blade. Send the sword aloft to let loose a blinding light whose many rays sweep through the surrounding area. Also temporarily boosts one's own holy attacks, which includes itself, because it's a holy attack. Wow, it has really bad dex and faith scaling. E. Brutal. Scarlet Bud. Large rotten bud that will never come into bloom. Material used for crafting items. Grows in lands blighted by the scarlet rot. There was a time when these buds were not touched by the scarlet rot's blight, when they were the symbol of the small church deep in the ancient ruins of Rao. Let's see. Oh, there's another one. Aspect of the Crucible. Bloom. Creates a Miranda flower on one's chest before calling down a rain of light. Charging increases potency. In an age-long past before this land was enshrouded in shadow, the vitality of the Crucible flourished. So even this guy, who was pretty tough, tried to use this ability, and it wasn't that intimidating, because it's just very interruptible. Their hammer was also holy, with better faith scaling and strength scaling. Definitely have some holy options here. I'm getting more options for my build, technically. The issue just being that they might be, like, horrendously, ineffective. The barbed staff spear. Standard straight sword moveset, basically. It might have cool attacks. Lasers! Lasers! Well, good luck dodging that. I'm curious if it melts bosses at all. Nanya's touch. Also faith. Just a torch, though. Might cause insanity when you swing it. Yep. As is standard, the things that spit out insanity also give it to you at the time. You can be just as annoying as that enemy was. Just a fucking huge, awkward spear. Dang. Oops. I thought it was going to do the thing where it stabs into you and opens from the inside. Oh, this is Jory's. This is Jory's barbed staff spear. It's not the one from the boss fight. Right, I don't have that one. I have to get that one from... This also does... Oh, this is intelligence. No, I have to get that weapon from turning in the boss soul. From the Frenzied Flame. Ooh! Wanted to see it combo a bit more, although it might be a shitty version. Because I'm out of FP. have fun here. Sometimes. Alright. I might try upgrading. It's a pretty boring weapon, but I might try upgrading it to see if the lasers are really strong. It's kind of hard to get a vibe for how strong weapons are until you just try using it against hard enemies and you're like, I don't know, does it feel like it's doing anything? Or am I screwing myself over? Even reading wikis doesn't feel entirely helpful sometimes because you get number totals, but how does it feel versus its like attack speed and its reach and its how much does it stagger things? Does it feel like it's working at all? Because like on paper, Rilana's weapons are really strong, seemingly. But my scythe, in reality, seems way stronger. Just in practical terms. I don't think anything's down here. That's the bad guy. Let's go back up to fight the other guy. Let's see, am I safe for a second? I need to do a little plan making. There we go. Trying to give creative input. Okay. That's already new. Okay, this all let out here. So, okay, there's nothing else in here, but there is still an elevator. At this elevator, and then I also got to check out the Crucible Knight. That's what by that one gazebo, the dread gazebo. Oh no! Okay. And then still got to check out the. Got to kill the fire giant, so he stops being fire gianty at me. Very rude, honestly. I did not want to have more evil bug facility. These guys are such dicks for having an anti-mounted person spell that just homes in on them. Like, man, leave me alone. I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even go to this school. Alright. Race and an obvious boss fight. That's not ambiguous this time. How often is there a boss fog gate before? Behold legs. Given the surrounding area, you'd expect it to be a bug boss fight, maybe? Or a rot boss fight? There's the gazebo. So I'm not going to be forgetting about that one so much. Let's see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nothing? Okay. Nope. The elevator just leads up to the boss fight, I guess. Alright, well it doesn't hurt to rest then. And we'll check out the gazebo. Hey, what is my level? 8. Yeah, I don't know. I could have just missed a ton of them, but we're so far from that I don't know. Oh, I don't think this was a Crucible Knight in here. I think this was one of the sword guys from this region. Weren't they like dragony? Oh, I think that is him out there. I think he walks around. Oh, there's no item in here. Spirit Spring ahead. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. This one was weirdly hard to find. There it is. I guess now you can jump all the way down. And I guess it lets you jump all the way up here. I guess part of why it was so hard to find was because the seemingly implication was that you could use it to jump up on the ledge that I was already had access to. But I guess they wanted you to go even higher because it actually jumps all the way up to these cliffs. So here it gives me access to these ruins, I think, which we haven't been to yet. Let's check upstairs. It's mostly just a bunch of happy little squirrels here. There's something funny about how much nature just flourishes in this game. Like, there's just wild animals everywhere that seem completely normal and just kind of hanging out and running around everywhere. And like, oop, giant. Don't see those too often, the mechanical things. What's this? The modeled necklace 2. Robustness, immunity, and focus. Horns of sublime artifacts and home scent. Yeah, we've all the new wave of horn upgrades have the same descriptions as each other. Probably easiest to skip back. The Church of the Bud. Bud? Bub. But yeah, the nature's just doing great overall. All these animals seem chill, just running around foraging, having a day. And it's an interesting contrast because everything related to humanity is so horrific in this setting. There's like 500 genocides happening directly over each other. Entire levels just have floors where you like will over the course of the level forget that the entire floor is made of corpses. Just as far as you can see, just hundreds and hundreds of corpses just blanketing the entire level. That's a big hit. That's a big hit. That's a miss. That's a missed hit. You failed. Man, I really should have fought the first one with a horse. Well, the fully charged right trigger attack is upsettingly powerful. What is that down there? Have I been down there yet? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're over here. Yeah, so this should all be new, because I haven't really been around that much of this island yet. These are all the depths of some additional ruin, which is still not the same third island where the big structure is with the caved-in ceiling. Does this all go deep down? At least some of that is certainly looking playable. submissive and playable. That's not safe. Okay. I definitely was suspicious of that fall halfway through. And I was right to be. I lost health. And for those that don't remember, fall damage is super weird in Elden Ring. If you take any damage at all from falling, you're like only like a couple of meters away from just dying instantly. Even if it seems like you took a tiny amount of damage. It just takes a lot of falling for the beginning of damage to start. And then like a split second later you're dead. It's a super narrow window. So you can fall shockingly long distances without taking any damage, but the moment you take even a little damage, that means you almost died. No matter how little it was. It's very not proportional. Alright, so that was an elevator back there. Keep that in mind, I did not miss it. These guys are back. The spellcasters. They were all over the place in the insanity zone, and there was a few of them wandering as a group in like the very first plane. But less so elsewhere. That one looks a little glowy, like I should be worried about him. And y'all are having a bad time. Let me do it for you. Treasure chest ahead? There it is. I feel like I hear upsetting bug noises, but I don't see them. Is it the fire crackling? I thought it was like chittering bugs. I fully expected them to hit me with like a Dark Souls 2 spider chest, which is an upsetting thing they made. FromSoftware knows that you do not like spiders. And they've got news for you. They're gonna make your arachnophobia their baby back bitch. Another grace. I'm way up here now. Nope. Okay, I think that was the golem, the giant golem shooting an arrow at me. Not to be confused with the fire golems. That tree probably has something at the base of it. How do you get to that tree? Is that after the boss fight? It looks like it's after the boss fight. Yeah. I bet there's a grace or something important there. I'm not a grace, a shadow tree fragment. Maybe even a Miquella cross? I don't know. It doesn't look like you can get there without... Yeah, I think you have to go through the boss first. Conspicuous tree. Conspicuous tree. Conspicuous tree. Yep, he's being a dick. But I guess this path leads towards him. I don't remember how well their arrows track. I feel like they gave most projectiles some level of homing, because otherwise at any distance you just have to move a little bit and it would never hit you. And they're like, realism? No. You're here to suffer. Because realistically, if someone attacks you from 500,000 meters away like that, you're just like, take one step to the side and it's like, well, now it misses. So as long as you're not standing still, they'd never hit you. I mean, they could be predictive, but that would still seemingly require you to move in a very specific direction for just non-stop. Can I reach him? Beep. Not yet. But perhaps soon. Ow. Get nerded, nerd. Big swing. Double hit. Kill the dog. Every now and then there's just a surprise dog to kill. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not trying to Rorschach it, it's just, it's what's happening at me. So. There we go, he's dead. Damn, the dog didn't die in one hit. This weapon's kind of a beast. Kind of want to go back and retry various bosses with this weapon that I've been neglecting all expansion that I just had prepped. I think this weapon just kind of makes me sad, so I didn't want to look at it anymore. Because it's the one that I switched, I had to like rebuild my character to use at my lowest point while I was dealing with how upsettingly challenging Malenia and Malekith were. We have not yet reached those depths of despair in this expansion. But we will. I'm sure we will. It'll either be the last boss or the last optional boss, since the entire expansion's optional, so they don't have to worry about making the main path more just digestible or whatever. I'm trying to remember. Malenia was optional, right? But I think Malekith might have been mandatory. I don't remember what the critical path was of Elden Ring, because as a Let's Player, my job is to play every major boss. Well, that made me surprised by how many people I know that seemingly never found and killed Moog. What was that? Is that a fucking dancing lion? Is it like a mini boss dancing lion? Is it just a dancing lion? Okay. A dancing lion you get to fight in a very different setting. Out. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Nuh-uh. Nope. Nope. That's fucked up. That's the scariest surprise this could have been. Did I just lose my Mimic tier to petrification? You betcha I did. You betcha. I sure did. That sure is what happened. Oh, don't kill my horse. No, don't kill my horsey. I need to run from the petrification. Oh, lightning. Good. Great. Although that's cosmetic lightning, right? It can only hurt me with the real lightning. I'm gonna need you to chill. I'm about to die to this, aren't I? That didn't hit. God damn it. No! It's death blight, it's not petrification. Oh, that upsetties my spaghetti. Okay. Jesus Christ. I don't love that happens. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. The phase transition being that he summons a bunch of fucking... That's upsetting. Okay. I really should... this flask probably doesn't do anything for me right now. Did I just do that much damage with the dragging? I think I did. It's interesting that multi-hits. I really need to put raisins back on my bar. This horse is ready to die. Where are my raisins? I'm dead. Yeah, that was my fault. That's what I get for... That's what I get. It's funny because I was trying to save a flask so I didn't have to throw this attempt away. Yeah, I've been forgetting to put the raisins back on my bar for like 6 hours now. It keeps coming up in various contexts, like the boar fight, and I'm just like... And then I beat it, so I don't need to put it on. Like, it's an important upgrade to have... Oh, wait. Oh, right, we're not at a grace, we're at America. Well, we're not that far from the grace, though. Are they aggroed on me? Just let me open the map, man. I really dislike having to figure out who's aggroed on you. So it won't let you open the map because someone's mad at you somewhere, but it won't tell you who. And some of these enemies are so fucking passive that they'll never attack you. Okay. Warp back and check my flask, because it probably doesn't even do fire damage. Yeah, holy. Resistance and heal status, that's based on a thing that's not coming up anymore. More poise would mean I could more likely actually finish my attack. Enhanced charge attacks would mean be better at hitting him by... That might be the good one to do. Horseback attacks. See, we're trying to go heavy on horseback right now. My poor summon doesn't get to have horseback. I don't know what to do. Ah, you respawn. Oh, that's rude. I don't want to fight you every time. Go away. Those... Do they normally respawn? I can't remember if one respawned before. Oh, fuck you, man! Oh, you're such a fucking prick. Oh, that was overkill. Yeah, ideally I'd find a way to kill... Where's my souls? Where's my souls? There it is. I want to find a way to kill all of the summons, hopefully, but we'll see. This should be charged two-handed horseback attacks. So that should be a lot of items I'm wearing that all upgrade these attacks. Oh my goodness. Ow. And my goal here is to kill as many of these guys as fast as possible so they can't kill my summon, because he's too stupid to avoid their attacks. Oh god, does he do a Death Blight too with his attacks? He does. Oh, you prick. Okay, better. There we go. I made us very strong there. Okay. Divine Beast Tornado. Oh my fucking god, a dancing lion that summons basilisks is just a thing from my nightmares. The fact that when I was over there, that was just over there. Like, we were that close to one so long ago. Ugh. Do not like it, Sam I am. I do not like it, I do not. Well, it's dead. Is there even a way to leave? I guess by hopping off onto that ledge back down to the guy I already fought. But probably just warping. That was what was hiding here this whole time. At the most landmarky part of this area. We had some high damage coming out for that. That was the biggest, like, in response to spiders, burn house down, like super overreaction. Fuck this entire area code respec of my characters. We're just like, we're gonna build something that will destroy everything you hold dear. That's what's going to happen. Uh-huh. I don't know why that sounded, why that was going a little Obama-y. I feel like I haven't gotten here yet, I might die. Yup. Yup. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Look at me go. I guess I didn't appreciate the gravity of the situation. Oh, I hate that he comes back. How many areas does he have line of sight over? What? What did you even hit just now? I'm gonna die. That was weird. That was a weird death. That was one of those weird bug deaths where it like doesn't display you even died. So you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad. I only took a little damage. Oh, but I guess my horse died. Oh, my guy's screaming? That's weird. And then you die. And you're like, what? But his health wasn't drained. And then you look up and it is drained. You're like, but I looked at it a second ago and I only took some damage, not all damage. What changed? Something changed. Am I safe here? Let's find out. It didn't shoot me. Weird. trying to pick up this fucking thing that my horse can't walk at correctly. Alright, please drink. Why have you not drunk yet? There we go. Beep. Safe behind roof. Is that an item? Yes. Implying that I should try to get up there. He really can just see this whole area, can't he? Oh, he's gonna be annoying. What is that? Try to fuck up your game of wall ball. Ah! Another weird elevator. This level's got a lot going on. Ooh, friend. Nope. Just garbage. Oh, fuck, there's more of you. Big hit. Ow. 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 You're lucky my attack didn't quite come off. Oh, he jumped while I hit him, so I thought I launched him off his feet. I was wrong about that. Oh god. Not the near miss. Ah, the tree! Not the tree! No, not the tree! Whoop! 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 I kept thinking the combo was over, and it wasn't over. I'm back upstairs, but I get up again. Please don't die. Okay. I will lose my souls and be sad. I don't think these guys drop anything. They're just kind of around. Excuse me. Because I do want that. Still need to go back and fight the golem, the fire one. This other guy respawns. He's annoying. Have I been here? Yes. I'm back here. Leave me alone. Okay, so this is ultimately the same place. These gazebos, the same gazebos from both sides. It's just that it wasn't immediately apparent that there's more than one, but there's two, and they're both in the same clearing. But this place seemingly is new, and its elevator goes somewhere. Is it in here, actually? Well, my rot's really high right now. Elevator here, but also stuff over here? Where does this go? How did my rot get so... Oh, is it because... I think I got attacked by... Leave me alone. Ow. Where's this going? I think I got attacked by the annoying homing attack and fell in the swamp. And since I fell in it, it like covers your clothes, so you keep gaining more gross over time. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, no, 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 no. I said no. I said no. Nope. Fucking dogs. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Rest. Can't believe I keep finding more bonfires. How fucking... Just feels like there's... It looks so small on the map. I keep thinking I'm about done with this place. When you find another grace, it's like, okay. That implies that there's more in this direction, because you'd like come here for a reason. Granted, I can't tell what they were going for. Okay, is that one dead, or is it going to be getting up? They let me summon here, which seems to me that I'd be attacked by something. Oh, hi. Did you just get up? He did. Okay, so I think we're just back at the original guy then? Big swipe. Oh, got stuck in a weird animation. Or I couldn't get my guy to jump again. Okay. No. Oh, don't use spells, you prick. Oh, god damn it. Oh no. Immediately lost my horse. Oh fuck. Alright, well someone's dead. That's 3, right? Can't tell if this weapon's good or not. You would think fire damage would be bad, but it does big slam. Might be better for getting it to stagger, and that's where the real damage source is. Oh god, no, no, no! Ah! The problem with trying to charge big swings. Oh, I never drank this. I thought I did. Doing this again. I just gotta run for it. Yeah, if we do big slams, then you might be able to stagger him more easily, even if the fire damage is being resisted. Oh, that hit me! That was unexpected, based on the angle and whatnot. Oh, it hit me? Fuck. God, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, man. Stunned out of that attack. Hmm. Nope, 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 no, nope, no, nope, no, nope, no, nope, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, fuck. Ow! He doesn't usually behave like that. Come on. That jump was queued up for super long. That's weird. Legitimately weird that that he jumped. Is that it? Okay, the fight's over. I'm so tired of these. Oh god. It's just always guaranteed that whatever enemy I dislike the most is gonna happen 700 times. Alright, one more down. Still have to go back to the one at the front of the Shadow Keep and kill that one. For completion's sake, and who knows what other benefits there might be. Let's go the right, let's just go there manually so I can check where I am. I'll now head back. Then from there, check the elevator. And I think that's the only loose end I have right now in my mental stack. AFAIK. Oh, they're just having fun with their little balls. They're throwing little balls at their dogs, like, get them. I'm the asshole here. They're just hanging out with their fun spell. Bye-bye. Where am I? Well, the other loose end is that there's that giant open plateau that you seemingly would be able to go to, and I need to figure out what the deal is with that. Did this just lead back to these guys? To the two gazebos? No, that's a different gazebo, I think. Oh, this is confusing. It looks so much like the place with the two gazebos. Alternate gazebo. There's nothing here. Spirit Spring ahead? We're back there? 'Cause if it's that place, then I've been here before. I guess I might have mixed it up with something else. Yeah, I guess I've been here before then. And when I got there, I thought it was the one with the two gazebos. I inspected alternate elements. Alright, so I think we're done with this entire zone. Minus however we get to that one gazebo, that one roof. That one big spot up top. There's probably something there. And of course the boss fight we're about to do. Bow. Okay. 273,000, so I need to get about 200,000 to level. I have like a third of a level right now, which is not great. So I don't think I'm going to be able to... Yeah, that's 60,000. 80,000. This is about 100,000. I can get like halfway there pretty easily. But after that point, it's kind of unreasonable. Meow, meow, meow. Any merchants around? I can just spend all my stuff. Who's that? That's the... Oh, the grandma. So Lita's still there. Freya and Sir Ansbach, we saw them both move to the Shadow Keep. Is there no other, like, merchant in this entire expansion? 'Cause the one merchanty guy moved on, and I don't know where he went. Saint Trina and Tholier? Let's just warp to the round table hold and just spend all my souls on something. I just want to free myself from having to pick up my souls. And no, I don't want to drink a flask every single attempt that, I don't want to drink a flask every single attempt that, like, protects my souls, because then I'm giving up on it being an actually good flask or something. I kept meaning to pick a better shield or make an educated choice about shields, because I don't know much about shields that well, but I'm just like, fuck it, let's just upgrade the one I've been using. Might as well make it good if it's an option. This uses somber stones. It's like a special quest thing, and it's a holy sword. Now let's just see if it's good or not. It'd be fun to try sometime.
I see.
Kind of wondering what summons I might consider leveling. I also need to have enough FP to summon them. I can summon Mira. Deathblades might be a nightmare. I don't know how to tell which stuff's new. Five mausoleum soldiers. Kind of a nightmare. Great shield soldiers. Just guys with shields to be a huge problem at people. It's kind of funny. Go. Some fun alternates mixed into my Pokemon ranch. That did conspicuously, or coincidentally, I don't know, just interestingly, perfectly got me in the red on souls right when I ran out of upgrades needed for that particular enemy too. That's funny. Let's see. Number held, order back. So you can't really like sort by good. Which is kind of annoying. Once again, just need a favorite system for a lot of this stuff. Like, can I please prioritize? Can I please find a way of prioritizing like the abilities that I've actually invested in? Like, what are the weapons and spirit summons and so on that I've actually put points into? Can you please let me see those ones specifically? That would just be helpful. The game has done relatively little inventory-wise to make itself manageable. Given just how completely out of control its inventory is. Let's see. So I should be able to summon those, right? So I have 100. I think I looked at the ones that have enough. So I have 121 FP. Not crafting. Right, they're their own category on this menu, but not in other menus. 91. Health. 75. Manageable. Dryleaf Dane. It's a plot summon. You don't have a lot of plot summons, usually. So you've been like on a mission through here. Greetings, dude, bro. What am I walking in on? What the fuck? Romina, Saint of Blood. Ah! Oh! Spin to win. Alright, I've missed every attack so far, and so has he. So we're off to a great start. No, that's probably bad. Is that big phase change? What the fuck? I couldn't even tell what part of the level it was in. It just looked like it was everywhere. Oh! What the fuck? How do you tell where the boss is? Okay. No! Oh, I'm rotting. That's on me for not equipping Scarlet Rot cures while walking into the obvious Scarlet Rot boss. Where the fuck is it? Oh, God. Ow. Did I drink it? No. Whatever. Rot's about to be done on its own, I guess. Whoa! Oh my god. Please heal. Oh, it's like being attacked by a drone. Leave me alone. Oh god, I'm technically alive. Okay. Is it healing? No. We just haven't heard it for a while, I think. God, camera. Could you be on my side a little bit more? Ow. I'm about to die. Nope, not quite. Here I go. Ow. Too many fucking items. Ah! I can't get to where I want to be. No, that hit me! Okay, but how was that a hit? That seemed like a dick of a hitbox. I was like functionally, they're swinging their giant big centipede chunk at you, right? Well, I'm at the base of the centipede chunk, so who cares? Let's see. Attack power. Could be fun to play with. Oh, switch back to holy though. But yeah, the point of a big limb like that swinging at you is that the end of the limb has a lot of power because of how fast it's moving. But the base of the limb is only wobbling slightly. So why did I take hit damage from the base of its limb? That's like that shouldn't have actually really hurt. That just didn't make all that much sense. Anyway, that summon was clearly garbage. Ow. Yep. Ow. Ow. Okay. Got hard focus there, damn. That combo gets a bit harder to interact with when it's just full on you. Big spin. Yep. Evil lasers. Still not as much damage as my fire attack, I don't think. I guess fire is supposed to burn away rot. Ow. Missed me. Ow. Didn't miss me. Ow. What? That is a difficult combo to manage. Brutal. Yeah, this in fact is not a super strong attack. It can't compete with my just the big flame attack did plenty. It technically hits a lot if you're lucky and she stays in the attack zone long enough, but overall it's not that impressive. This is still holy, right? Yep. I don't think there's a blade flask. Ow, I keep thinking I'll dodge it, and then I don't. Ow. Ah, it's doing a little... Okay, it does a little clamp, and then it attacks. Ah, that does not look like an attack when that hits you. You're gonna have to swing a little more if you wanna make it count as something that does damage, you prick. Okay, this is a nightmare. Okay, Jesus. God damn it! I hate trying to I hate navigating my fucking item bar. That sucks. I'm about to get drone struck and I didn't even get to actually hit them back. What was that? Were there even flowers? I thought that was the explode the flowers move. Oh, stop that! Ow. Jesus, I'm just soaking every hit. Yeah. There's one bleed. That kind of turns the whole thing around to being doable. Oh, that's not good news. Oh, you did not. Oh, you fucker. Oh, you fucker. I hate you. You prick. You made it. They gave it such a short timer. That's so mean. She has a giant fucked up character model and you're gonna make it that hard to actually capitalize on a visceral? You prick. Alright, it's fine. That sucks though. You're like, I can't even tell which side of this lady is the front right now. It's a crazy centipede coil. You finally stagger it and if she turns away from you, you don't get to do a fucking attack? That sucks. That's fine. It's just no, I would have really been hurt if I lost because I would have been like, right, but I earned it. And just knowing that if I had just hammered away at my weapon ability, I would have killed her during the stun. But I was like, let's do the visceral attack, and it's like, nah, they made it turn away from me. Ooh, that was a chunk of souls. Not the most oppressive fight. I might have been able to retrieve my souls each time. But I like just being free from that. I bought a bunch of summons I'll never use, and a sword I'll never use. We'll give it another go. Against, like, normal enemies or something. They made, like, a little quest out of it. You would hope it would be really strong and cool. Examine the ceiling tree. Oh. This tree is physically pointing at this and sealing it. Interesting. So that's what's causing all the roots. And the dark... I don't know if that or the Shadow Keep is the supposed dark tower that Miquella went to. Oh, these look like monumentals. Like in Demon Souls and so on. I think a monumental's already a thing anyway, but... Huh. That is a crazy magic nightmare tower. I think I'm going to hold off on this for now. This feels like the kind of act, like burning the Erdtree in the main game, that might do something to the world. I just want to be a little more sure about what I'm doing first. Our two main things right now are fighting Mesmer and unsealing this. And I already beat the Shadow Tree avatar, which gave us the Miquella's rune, which is obliterated, but you might even use Miquella's rune at that tree to unseal the tower or something. But given how far in you have to get to unlock that tower in this way, I feel like that might be the end game. Because I think there was clues around it that, like, it's the dark tower that Miquella went to or something, like on the stairs as you climbed up to it. And so that's why I keep thinking that that might be the Dark Tower and not the Shadow Keep, but it's hard to be sure. Because everything is a fucking structure that points up. And everything's called Shadow, because it's the fucking Shadowlands place where everything's the shadow of the shadow of the shadow of the thing, so it makes it really hard to interpret what's going on with stuff. So we'll see. Might even just ask Toaster the correct answer, since he's already beaten the DLC at this point. Oh, I didn't even see this. It's so small. And the area is so bright. Don't have enough for the still. Oh, this does require 4. And this still requires 3. Okay, that does make me think that this caps out at 20 and this caps out at 10. Because this one requires 4. And this one might start requiring 4 soon, given that. But that makes sense then this one caps out. That makes sense, given how rare they've been, that this one goes faster. I find it interesting that this one was higher level at first, given that information, though. Like, early on, this was like, fucking like, I think this was like level 2 or 3, and this was like 6 already. I was like, damn, why am I so far behind on Shadow Tree blessings? Why can't I keep up with the summons? Like, the summons are fine, but I would really like to actually be stronger, please. And now that's made even more... I blew it up. That's made even more surprising now that we know that, or at least it seems intuitive to interpret that the Shadow Tree blessings cap out at twice the level, because that's even weirder that I was fighting so many summons first. But maybe they just made the summon ones more common early on, because the type of person summoning might need them more. Who knows? But yeah, that's a lot of the tangents I was looking to do. I'll figure out what to do next time.